Squier bridge, put steel block in the back. You can see the Jimmy sticker. That's where the tone comes from, so they say. It's big headstock. It's 2023. These tuners are not stock. They came with some Geico locking tuners. I took them off, and these are Wilkinson. They're fine. The nut needs to be cut for these strings. I use 10 to 52s, so the high strings are catching the nut a wee bit. Setup is not the best, not my best work. I think it might need a shim, because as you get up the dusty end, the strings are quite a distance off the fretboard. So all the electrics have been changed because someone had buggered about with them, so they've all been changed. These are all CTS gubbins. All wired up. It's from Bloodstone Guitar Works on eBay. Not sponsored, I just bought them and I think it's really good. But I hate these pickups. They sound weak and weedy. Scratch plate is aftermarket because it came with a black one that didn't fit properly. Someone's mucked about with it. There you go. Let me pop the Musiclily bridge in and we'll see what that sounds like. So, new bridge is in. I've only got 2 springs on it, so it's got a nice light action. These are 10 to 46s. I didn't have another set of 52s, so we are where we are. It's still, it's kind of settling a bit, but I'll show you the tonal differences anyway. Turn on 0. Halfway. It's okay for jazz, isn't it? Position 2. Tones on 10, volume still down. Let's see if it does the SRV thing. Stays in tune pretty well. Middle position. Position 2. Let's go to the bridge. So with the bridge, I'll go full volume. If we're all the tone down to about halfway, I get a nice thick humbuckery tone. Hell yeah! Full. So it still needs a setup. These strings are still settling. I need to lubricate the nut because it's not staying in tune very well. Really nice action on the bridge. Feels nice and solid. What can I say? I'm very impressed with the way the guitar now sounds. So if you listen to the before, I think it sounds very muddy in the lower mids, or actually nasal in the upper mids, in a sort of a muffled way. Sounds very confused. It's got very little character. I hated this guitar. I hated it. And I thought it was these pickups. I thought these pickups were shit. But I thought, hey, first thing I'll do is whack a steel block on the bridge, see how we go. And there's a slight improvement, but it wasn't really that big. So I already had a Musiclily, and I put that, a gold one, and I put that on a Harley Benton, which you haven't seen yet. That had its own slew of issues I had to work through, or am working through. So I decided to get a chrome one for this because, frankly, the £70 Harley Benton with that £50 Musiclily bridge was better than this. Every day, any day of the week, it kicked the shit out of this until I put the brass block on, until I put the whole bridge on. So I don't think it's just the block that made the difference, because the last bridge on here had a steel block. This one's got a brass block. I think it's the plate and the saddles. Everyone forgets the plate. You can buy the saddles, but I think it's this whole thing that makes a big difference. It now sounds like a Strat. Before, it sounded chuffing awful. It sang like a tin of rice pudding. It did not want to resonate for love nor money. I'm a lot happier with it now. It actually sounds like a Strat now. I wouldn't be ashamed to play this. That's the test, isn't it? If you play that chord in position 4, it's got that sting. And it's got the Philip Say sting, which is cool. Juicy. It's got some fatness to it. It's not too mid-range, but it's got some fatness to it. I'm in two minds whether or not to change these pickups now, because I think the guitar sounds a hell of a lot better. The next thing I'm going to do is whack a bit of Vaseline in the nut and just see how it settles. The strings are still a bit high. Just adjusted the truss rod, so the neck's kind of still settling. Again, these are 10 to 46. I had 10 to 52 on before, so the whole thing's sort of rejiggering itself. Yeah, I'm a lot happier with this. You've seen the before and after. The amp's in the same place. Microphone, camera, it's in the same place. You can see it's an iPhone. There's no hiding my secrets. All the amp settings are the same. The only thing that has changed is string gauge and the bridge. So, yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you got a classic vibe? Have you considered changing a bridge? Have you changed the bridge? Have you just swapped the saddles or the block? Let me know what you hear in the before and after, and let me know your experiences. And I'll see you next week. Until then, bye-bye. Bye!